And it was very beautiful. And we went out and meditated on the banks of the Ganges. And I had a very interesting experience. I was thinking about meditating, and I was looking at the Ganges, and it struck me that the river, the banks of the river itself, the flow of the river, was the same as when she was there, maybe 100 years ago, or nearly that. That really, maybe a rock or two had shifted, a little bit had changed, but essentially it was the same. And that same banks, that same river course that was there 100 years ago, was there 1,000 years ago, and 10,000 years ago, and 1,000,000 years ago. And so that river course is eternal, or virtually eternal. Certainly for our lifetime, you could say it's eternal. And yet, the flow of the river itself, the drops that I was watching go by, none of those were ever there before or will ever return again. And so that interplay of the permanent and the impermanent, well, none of the thoughts that we have, none of the experiences that we have, none of the desires that we have ever been exactly that way ever before. Nor will they be exactly that way ever again. And yet we become attached to them, and we want to hold on to this, and we want to freeze that river in place. And if we could freeze that river in place, it would no longer be a river. It'd be just some suspended animation thing. And so life moves on, experiences move on, but we have the choice between wanting to be the passing experience or the eternal. And as that desire to be the eternal grows stronger and stronger, then that is, and until it becomes the whole of our desire, that we really don't have any other aspiration, then honestly, that's where most of us are right now. Even then, there are old karmic patterns that are kind of like echoes, but it isn't going to hold us very long.